Hey, we're here, everyone. We finally made it, got it together. We didn't have technical difficulties this time
That we know of.
that we know of, right? Yeah, exactly. We think we're on. Hey,
Freaking 20 messages. I can't hear you.
no fake, right? Hey, so anyway, this is Wes Keltner, president of Gun Media. To my right, the one and only Dan Nixon. On the far end, Dan's dad, Ish. Yeah, we're here checking out some Layers of Fear DLC. You were watching Tales from the Stream, which is our weekly show that we put on where we just kind of hang out with you guys, shoot the shit about horror stuff, play horror games, and right now we're kind of getting hyped about a little game launch that's coming up soon.
What game is that?
That would be the Layers of Fear 2, which comes out on Tuesday. Hey,
You should just run in front of the
is sneaking into
right
the
there.
stream. Yeah. Oh my God. We're gonna be giving away a shirt today, the Layers of Fear 2 shirt, and that was Matt. Matt is totally covered up with work things. He's helping out with helping content creators and streamers, making sure that gets lined up and making sure our PR is working properly. He's a one-man army, so he's taking on that. So that's why he's not here today with us. He did just sneak in and do the shirt, which I know that our Gun Media support is going to help out with this. Just so before we get started here, I will start doing some shout-outs, but through the shout-outs you can do the raffle, which is it exclamation point raffle? I think it's, yeah, you guys know you know how to do it. I
Yeah,
don't.
let's just have Mel
I'm a
start it
dum-dum. Mel at Gun Media Help can set it up. That's both on Mixer and Twitch. You'll be entered into the raffle to win a Layers of Fear shirt, and then Mel will get with you after the stream, get your contact info to get you a cool shirt. And it won't be one that we've worn that we think.
We think.
Right. No, it'll be a new one. So yeah, let's get some shout outs out the way. Pumpkin Pan Pan is always here. Thank you for the support. Wolfpack. We've got JJC 405 in the house. We've got Praetorian Ben. Get out of here. We don't know. We got Land of the Cleaves in here. We got Havoc, of course, over in Mixer. We've got Serial Killer. We've got no, that's a bot. That's not a person. We've got Toulouse Grande. Is that how you say your name? Sorry if I totally jacked it up. Back over on to Twitch, we've got South Stands. What's going on? How are you? Yeah, seen a lot of familiar faces in here. Of course, Mad Moxie's in here, as Matt would say, "How Peanut?" I think that's what he would say. We got Litternet. Yeah, there's a lot of familiar faces in here. Appreciate you guys coming back to hang out with us and get hyped. SYB Tiger in the house. Yeah, we're just excited to. We're right here at this finish line for Layers of Fear 2, which is it's equally exciting and stressful at the same time because there's so much to do to get the game in everyone's hands. Working with all of our partners, Microsoft and Sony and Steam, as well as working with content creators and whatnot. Just making sure that do we have all these ducks in a row the right way? So it's a full-time. It's a full-time 10-hour minimum a day.
I thought you were going to say it's a full-time job, and I'm like, yes, and I'm happy for that.
Well, you know what I'm saying. But on the sticks today playing is going to be Ish, our executive producer here at Gun. He's going to be checking out Inheritance, I think is the name of the DLC, right? Yep. For Layers of Fear 1. There's no way we'll be able to play the whole thing on today's stream. I think it takes 2.5 hours maybe to complete if you're real good. But we just don't have the time because we have to get right back to putting out fires. But we wanted to take some time to hang out with you guys today. And if you had some questions and stuff about Layers, we're happy to answer where we can. But we don't want to spoil anything, so there may be some things where we have to be like, sorry, can't answer that. But yeah, I think we can go ahead and kick off. Looks like I think the giveaway took place. I didn't see if the draw took place, so sorry if I missed that. But I know Mel's all over it, so yeah, she just threw the go all over here. So, Pumpkin Pan Pan won, awesome. An OG to the stream, yeah. The serial killer one. Oh, nice. Very cool. Congratulations, everyone. Zorg 204 is here as well. What's going on? So yeah, let's fire up the old Inheritance here, and get to it. I wore a cool shirt today. I don't know if. No big deal. But if there's fans of Giallo films,
no big deal.
they will know the the names that are on the shirt.
See, I
This
didn't know I was going to be on the stream, so I got tossed a gun shirt halfway through.
what were you wearing before? Just
Like generic, regular.
dirty shirt off floor. Right.
You know, that's the one we're actually giving away. The one I wore already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. This shirt was made by Camera Viscera. I think they're on you can probably type in Camera Viscera on
Google it.
Google that shits, and you'll find the store where I picked the shirt up. I thought it was really clever and awesome, and it's got great giallo directors on the shirt. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Cool. All right, let's kick off some Inheritance. Let's get it going.
So you can tell us everything you're doing, right, Ish?
I am not.
Oh, yeah, that's the real question here: are the controls inverted or no?
Supposedly not.
And that's how you play?
I trust Rob. I do not play inverted, no.
You do not play inverted. Got it.
I can, though.
I used to lay in bed late at night, staring at the ceiling.
I hope the soundtrack for Layers 2 will be as
Listening
good
to my
as the
father's
first.
scream.
It's better.
It's
Scream
amazing.
at my mother, scream at yet another failed masterpiece. Finally, just scream out into the darkness. It became my lullaby. And even when they took me away,
Stop
the
it, Ben.
screams followed.
Get out of chat.
I was once told that insanity runs
We
in
can
my
have Mel
family.
just ban him.
Yeah.
It's time to make it stop.
He's trolling from a previous conversation in the office today about my shirt. Yeah, it's a great soundtrack. Not a good soundtrack. It's a fantastic soundtrack. And the Prague orchestra came in and played the stuff that was written. So same composer from the first, but then to have the full symphony behind it, it's absolutely incredible. Yeah, the raffle did close, but if we hang around, there may be something else later in the stream.
So everybody who's watched the Layers of Fear trailers that have gone out, we have a new trailer coming out in a few days.
That would be the launch trailer.
Yeah.
Right.
So they all feature it's music just from the soundtrack, basically. So if you like the music that you're hearing there, the soundtrack has so much more of it, and we didn't necessarily use like the best things. That feels like a weird thing to say, like best songs, but
Save the best stuff to be discovered in the game. Yeah.
there's definitely a lot more in that soundtrack, and like the sound design, everything in this game. It's just it
Would you
blew
say
me
that
away
you
when I
say
got
that
it.
the music composition in this one probably has more layers?
Oh god,
Jesus.
Thank you, everybody. That's
Thanks,
the stream. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by.
shut it down, Rob. Just close it.
And apparently, Mad Moxie said, "LOL, good job, Wes." So I think I nailed the call out to Peanut. So did that. When is the gun swag store opening? I want everything. I don't know. I didn't think people really wanted that, to be honest with you. Like, that's why I haven't put a whole lot of
wonder when
emphasis
was the
on
last
like
time
let's
you
sell
saw something
gun stuff. Like I was like,
So-
I don't think people. I don't know. You know, like I'd
Part of
rather
it
just
is-
give some of it away. But
And how many people are really wanting to walk around with just a big shirt that says gun
all right.
without context for a lot of people?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I don't know. I just
I wear
give us a merch store. Ugh. Yeah, I know.
it. Just let me get the shirts. It's me. I'd wear that shirt.
Yeah.
It's just everybody said me.
I would wear it. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, then you guys have changed my.
What are you doing?
thoughts on that,
Put
then.
that down. You're much too
So that's how
old
many
for that
three
childish
people to say I'd
nonsense.
buy a shirt.
Well, I've heard it from others too.
Start the store.
There was I was on the edge there of hearing it from some other folks, and then we've sent some out. We've sent some out to some folks, and I've seen them on socials like, I got my shirt, and they're wearing the shirt, and I'm like, well, they like it, I guess. The thing is, I didn't go cheap on the shirts. They're nice shirts.
Yeah,
They're quality shirts.
like the Layers of Fear 2 shirts. Oh,
Wolfpack, how have you been, Wes? Haven't seen you in a while on the stream. Yeah, I've been a little busy. It seems like about every second of every day I'm covered up with something. Tis the case whenever you're quote unquote the boss. You got a lot on your plate, but yeah, I'm happy that I had some time today to be able to sneak away from the laundry list of stuff I need to do to come hang out with everybody because I need this downtime. Plus, I haven't been sleeping well. I don't know if that affects you the same way, but when I come up on game launches, I don't sleep.
Well, I've been sleeping well anyway, and then you know the story about
Yeah, your neighbors. And, yeah.
the giant that lives upstairs, I assume.
Glowing bloody red.
Apartment life, man. You gotta get out of there. It's time to buy a house.
Yet the big bad wolf did not seem to
Yep.
phase her.
Pull the trigger.
I'm not going to say the line.
Careful. The big bad wolf.
You know what you're paying me?
Your
Yeah.
fantasy
You're doing well, man. You're doing well.
things ain't what they seem.
I could be doing
Oh,
better.
shush,
Here we
big
go.
old meanie. The
I'd
frightened
instantly
girl
buy a
exclaimed.
gun hoodie, says
You're
Cleese.
the only
Oh,
threat in
okay.
this wonderful land.
Hey, look, Zombie Blue Eyes.
my
People really
magic
like the
crayon,
Layers
I
of Fear
can do
2
no
shirts.
harm.
Dan always gets comments
I
when
can
we're
make the
out.
trees
You,
yellow.
you were at like Target or
Turn them
something, and
upside
some
down.
guy, the checkout
Turn
person,
grass
was
into
like, "Oh my
candy.
God, I love that
Make the
game!" Right?
sky
So
red.
it's funny. I was wearing
I
this
can do
hoodie.
whatever
So it's the
pops
Layers
in
of Fear
my
2
head.
hoodie from like PAX
The wolf
East.
was unimpressed
And my wife was
with
wearing
your
my Layers of Fear shirt.
You do have the power.
And
to
we
do
didn't
what
even
you
know
will.
it. We're just walking
Alas,
around Target all
School's
decked
not
out
it.
in Layers of Fear.
Yeah.
And this dude just walks up who works at Target. And it's like a 30-minute conversation.
Nasty, jealous
Just talking
of
about
me.
Layers of Fear and you know what he liked about the first one, what he wants to see in the second one. And
I
my
wish a
wife is
big old
just
rock would
standing
fall down
there
from the sky and
just
crush your
watching
big
us.
bad mouth
Yeah.
into
It's
a
like 20 minutes
mincemeat
into this
pie.
conversation. I'm like,
She's like looking at her watch,
Beg
like,
you.
well, no, it's
Wrap it
funny,
up,
like,
nerds.
I look at her and I'm like,
In perspective, my
you know, I should probably get going because
Yeah.
you know I'm here with my wife. And she's like, no, this is fine.
His
Oh.
word fell into
And so we talked to the guy some more, and then
Down came the rock.
I think
And
2 or 3
smashed
weeks
him
later,
into
she can say when because I'm not sure. We went back to Target.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of us is wearing anything Layers of Fear. We check out and we're walking out the store, and this same dude is like, "Hey guys, glad to see you came back. Looking forward to the game." And we get outside. I'm like, "Who the hell was that?"
same checkout dude.
And Kim's like, "That was the dude you had like the 40-minute conversation with."
That's awesome.
But it's been a few times people have seen like the Layers of Fear 2 like hoodie or the shirts, and they're like, "When's it come out?"
Yeah. Well. You need to stop and buy my stream some more. I miss you, Wolfpack. Yeah, I know, man. I've been trying to, when I have time at night, which usually is when I'm, it's weird because when I'm here,
Summer trees. So green
everyone
and
that works
vibrant,
here, you know,
full
they're
of
coming
life.
into my office and asking some
also
questions about
young
this and
in
that or
spirit.
whatever, and I'm trying to help everyone
try to find
get
a
their
more
stuff, you know,
poignant
prepared. So then when I get home, then there's the stuff that's just me that I have to do, you know, from work, emails, etc. So when I have that, you know, time, and I, you know, also have a wife, so you know, obviously I need to like go acknowledge that. Hey, you remember we got married? Let's hang out, you know. But still, I try to, when I find the time, I try to pop into some folks' streams and say hey and just catch up with them and stuff. But yeah, I do owe you I think I may have lurked you one night. I had you tabbed out because I was working, but I had you tabbed and listening to the stream. But I need to pop in and say hey. Faded, X-rated, what's going on? Good to hear from you again. Another one of the OG F-13 players. Everybody wants the gun hoodie. All right, well. So would you see that as the zip with the logos in the middle when you zip?
So we have the gun hoodie, or
would just be over
we
here.
have the gun hoodie right now, but
So
it's embroidered. So it's
yeah. It's black on black too, right?
it's like it's the same color as this one, but it's got the black.
That's what I mean, like black on
black
charcoal or
thread.
whatever. Yeah.
But I think we only had like 15 or 20 of those made because they were supposed to be just a team thing, and then
People saw them at PAX too, and they were like,
like people saw them at
"I'll
PAX South.
give you money
wanted them.
off your back right now." Like,
Oh, that was like the Layers one?
Oh, that's
yeah,
right. Yeah,
Mel
yeah.
had somebody offer her money
Yeah.
for her Layers hoodie. Somebody offered me on the last day, and I'd worn this thing 3 days, which is pretty gross.
yeah, a hoodie without a zipper or a crew neck kind of thing. Yeah, I think this is someone just opened the door and threw this in here. So I'm assuming this is
Yeah, that's the gun hoodie.
the gun hoodie. You can't see it because, you know,
We should
camera
switch to
stuff right now.
One, Rob,
Camera one, Rob, please.
who just ran in and threw the
I know,
hoodie
he's like got to run back to
here.
production. Run back to the production. Here we go. Like, it says the logo.
I
Like,
don't know if that's
there.
going to be
It's
big
just-
enough.
It's we did this black on black. It's like right here. You probably can't tell, but it was still with the similar white draw thing. Oh, here we go. Now we're full screen. Can you? God, I'm like full dum right now. There you go. Ta-da! Yeah. So
It's super subtle.
it's a new era. It's really soft. Anyway, those are things, and we should probably do doing those with a white logo so it pops a little more. But anyway, you can go back to the video game feed now. Thank you. It's professional. This is a professional stream, Dan. Quit laughing. Professional. You can tell when Matt's not here, the thing just goes off the rails. Like,
I mean, do they really stay on the rails when Matt's here? 'Cause
Well-
y'all been talking about some weird stuff on Thursday.
we do
streams.
sometimes. We do. Yeah, the inevitability of food, or sometimes there was one, I think we talked about scrambled porn and stuff. So, you never know.
So I like. We're talking about Layers of Fear and gun merch on a stream. I don't feel like that's really off the rails as much as Squiggle Porn or Matt saying they call him what, Double Fist when he tries to eat hot dogs. You don't remember that?
No.
You were in here. That was during the Left 4 Dead stream.
Oh, that's right. I do remember now.
He's like, they used to call
Yeah.
me Double Fist.
Yeah. TFR84, thank you for the host over on Mixer. Appreciate it. Good to see you again.
What's up, Tom?
Last week was music talk and food talk. Yeah.
Isn't
Where
food talk every
is
Thursday?
the green stash in honor of Matt not being here? I know, right? I didn't have any dye laying around, and I don't know, man, about dyeing my mustache. I feel like
Do it.
the skin around it is going to turn green, and
There's
lips.
Vaseline right there.
lips turn green and stuff.
Put Vaseline there. Put the dye in.
And you got Vaseline all over your face. Like, it just
They
doesn't
make
sound.
soap, man.
It doesn't sound practical, is what I'm saying. Doesn't sound practical.
People asking if the game will be available to download on the PlayStation Store. Yeah. PlayStation 4 will be available to play next Tuesday.
And I think pre-orders are
Pre-orders live in the U.S.
live in the
What, North America?
Yeah.
Just
The Americas. Yeah.
in the Americas.
Yes.
So pre-orders, and that's on PlayStation, the Americas for PlayStation.
Yeah.
XP One,
Xbox One pre-orders are available now.
that's global,
Yep.
and then of course pre-orders on Steam, global. Yeah.
Yep. So you can buy it now. You should buy,
Should
it
buy
now.
it now. Yeah.
You should totally buy it.
You should have everybody you know buy it. If you own like multiple consoles in your house, just make new accounts and buy it so that if you want to play it upstairs and like your wife or significant other or whoever wants to play it downstairs, you can do that with no issues.
And since the game has multiple endings,
Yeah, you need an account for each ending.
exactly, exactly. We're terrible at trying to
These are great salesmen.
selling
Yeah.
this, right?
Wonderful.
Terrible. I would like a V-neck burnout
See?
burnout black woman's shirt. I don't even understand what that means.
Fragile and temporary. Man
V-neck
passes while
burnout
nature
black
endures.
woman's
Speaking of which,
V-neck
I don't
burnout
think the
black,
stallion likes the
comma woman's shirt. Is that
weather. Lighten things up a bit.
punctuation, Moxie? You're killing me. You're killing me. Wolfpack, are you hosting us? Thank you, appreciate that.
That dog growl gets me every time.
Retro Betty, good to see you again. How are you? How's Ronnie doing? Ronnie's good. He's been working directly with Bart, the creative director on Layers of Fear 2. And since the time zone difference, Ronnie is, he's here at work from, he comes in around like 1 or 2 or something in the afternoon and works till around 7, goes home, eats, visits with family, and then, when most people are starting to go to bed is when Bart is getting up in Poland. And so Ronnie is up with him basically every night, and they're, rapping about this thing in the story, or is this thing finished, or whatever. Of course, that's now come and gone. It's just like last minute, like, is everything good from a PR perspective? Because there's not a whole lot that can go in because the game's done. It's been delivered. Like, we're just waiting for launch. So, but yeah, he's had a rough patch for the last month or so with getting like the final stuff together, because just Ronnie worked really closely on the creative around story and some of the elements that you found in the game and things like that. So basically Ronnie doing what he does really, 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 really well. So, and it was cool to have the two of them working together, because they're both really smart people. You miss talking to Ronnie? Yeah. I miss talking to him too. Like, I don't hardly ever get to see him anymore, it seems like.
It's getting warmer.
But that's just kind of how it goes with
Until finally,
you're coming up on launches. It's
marvelous,
just
isn't
chaos.
it? I know it seems like a tragedy, but a beautiful tragedy is always better than an unremarkable existence.
You bought a PS4 camera thinking about streaming the game so people can see me scared like a hoe.
Do it.
I don't know what scared like a hoe means, but
I don't know. I don't care. I just want people, or I just want to see people streaming.
there was a lot of people that tweeted back at me about needing new pants / underwear for Layers of Fear 2, and I'm like, wow,
Depends.
does it? Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, look. Emergency email. Gotta go.
Yeah. Well, time to hit the old dusty trail. Gun underwear. Yeah, that we don't need that.
We could just call it Gunderwear.
Oh God.
Matt,
That
if you're
gets you
watching,
to say something?
Matt,
Like, for
Matt,
real?
Matt, if you're watching the stream right now, please come and save it. Like it's done. It's done. The jokes, yeah, the not jokes. Face pump, yes, exactly. Yes, babysitter killer, exactly. Gun branded Depends to release alongside game launch. Yeah, I mean, it would have been funny. Like if we'd have done like a cross promotion with Depends or somebody. Like
wonder if
they
they
have
would've
like
been
their
down.
normal commercial where there's like a sweet lady there and she was like, you know, I like to go be on the go and I play, you know, scenes of her playing tennis and doing these things. Then the music starts to get a little like, you know, all kind of weird and stuff. And you get the like this kind of effect that's going on with the screen now. You know, and her like sweet tea's got like fucking rotten shit in it, flies and stuff are coming out. And it's like, what the hell's going on? It's like, get your Layers of Fear 2 Depends today, you know?
Narrated by Tony Todd.
Exactly, thank you. Why didn't we do this?
He's just like, don't shit your pants.
Exactly. Why did this not happen? Damn it. Chat, y'all need to come with us. Come bring these ideas like 2 months ago. That way there may have been a chance.
2 months.
There may have been a chance we could have activated that idea.
Still life.
Maybe. It probably wouldn't have been with actual Depends. We would have had to like make a brand up.
It would have been like Etsy. Somebody would have bought Depends and then spray painted.
No, you
Layers
just
of
make a
logos.
fake commercial. It doesn't have to have the real product, right? We totally should have done it.
Somebody asking about John Wick 3, and I don't want to answer any questions.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I really want to see it though. I love the first two.
I saw.
I adore it. I own both of them Blu-ray. Love it.
I think it was yesterday actually. My wife got me the first volume of the comic book, which tells like his backstory. Pretty
right.
good. But I saw on Bloody Disgusting today that in the first 3 John Wick movies,
You're not about to ruin
like-
something for me, are you?
no, they're like John Wick's killed more people than Jason Voorhees
Oh,
in
here
all
we
of his
go.
movies, or Michael Myers in all of his movies.
Here we go.
And so many people jumped out with, well, Jason took out a whole space
actually,
station.
yeah, actually.
And it's like, but did Jason actually like intentionally cause that to happen? Mm-hmm. The answer is no. The spaceship
Right.
was just out of control. So yeah, a shitload of people died in that movie, but it's not like Jason set that stuff in motion, really.
Mm-hmm. Toulouse, you were asking about the Predator game. That's not us. That's Ilphonic, which was the studio that we worked with to make Friday the 13th. But we're not in any way associated with the Predator game. That's their own. That's their own game. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you should follow Ilphonic on Twitter, and you know go hang out with those folks and ask them about it. I'm personally excited for the game. I like that franchise. Love that IP. I think they're going to do a great job with it. They've got. I think they probably have I know they have to have a much stronger budget than we had for Friday, and of course they've also learned a tremendous amount since then. They're more seasoned, you know, kind of more veterans, and so I'm excited to see what they do with it for sure.
Like it's was it Ilphonic and Sony Studios? So
Yeah. I'm sure they're going to have far more support than what we did.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna piss off my wife because I'm just gonna start yelling, "Get to the chopper!
over and over again.
Get to the chopper!"
Yeah, that's a terrible Arnold, by the way.
It was-
Just your wife or
that
your
was a
whole
great
team
one.
that you play with?
Do you think I play with teams, man? Like, you only need one Marine to take out a Predator.
You probably yell that in your office while you're playing Apex.
If Danny Glover can take out a freaking
Izzy,
Predator,
she found a place where we can print logos on demand to underwear.
of course she
And
did.
yeah,
That's not the pins, though. That's just underwear. Unless we are talking about gunderwear, which needs to happen.
that's terrible. Will you hand me one of those mints, by the way, out of the bowl? I got coffee breath.
Oh, here you go. Have two.
Now it's gonna be all ASMR with the.
Why you got?
I do it every time. I can't not. Sorry, I'll try not to bang my mint around and crunch on it and stuff too much in the.
Hello, friends.
Here we go.
Today, we're going to have a mint lifesavers, and I'm going to allow you
Predator
to do this.
Predator asymmetrical multiplayer is such a great idea. I agree. I think it's a perfect franchise because sometimes you might because we've met with some IPs out in the world, so just they started out as films and maybe they want to go to games, and we've met with them and talked to them, and a lot of them feel more like, yeah, we can make a game out of that, but it would feel more like you're trying to shoehorn. It just doesn't feel like a natural fit, and that's why we've passed on a lot of opportunities. But as soon as Chuck over at Ilphonic was like, hey, man, so Predator, I mean, it just like clicked in my head instantly. I'm like, dude, it's freaking perfect. Like, that will match perfectly for asymmetrical. And it's nice because it's a mixture of, it leans more towards sci-fi than horror, but still has some of that undertone of horror with it. I think it's a good fit. I think you're going to do well with it.
Hey there. Oh, come on.
When I saw the video, I was
It won't bite.
so excited for it.
Here, try for yourself.
You were?
I'm
Yeah.
still excited for it. I think it's going to be a great game.
Funny story, my friend mains La Chapa in Friday the 13th, and he screams, "Get to La Chapa!" No, you didn't appreciate that joke. Okay. Fine.
That was SYB Tigers. Like, is it a Sony exclusive? We don't know, but with it being Sony Studios, it's probably going to be like a PlayStation exclusive.
No, that's not quite right.
Anybody know how to play piano?
Do I have to read sheet music?
Still not quite there.
I mean, if you look at the sheet music, it's kind of jacked up.
Yeah.
Does it really matter?
No, that's not real.
No.
That's not real music. Uh-oh.
Whoever's pounding on that piano, quit it!
Nah, fuck that. Keep doing it. Yeah.
Did I not make myself clear?
You know what? I have an idea. Go get your crayons.
Oh, we're going to draw on the wall, aren't we?
I don't want my crayons.
It's just... This is going to be 20 minutes of Ish. Just...
Do you notice that you're like going left, right, but it's still all major chords?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
People in chat that know music will. Like, you're not hitting the black keys,
Okay.
right?
You're really short, Ish.
I am. This is like infant height.
Somebody was vaping in that hallway a lot. That didn't scare me at all. I just had one of those little, like,
Wolfpack says, what about the new horror game you guys were trying to do? He says. Do you mean Layers of Fear 2? Yeah, it comes out Tuesday. It's on a PS4, Xbox One, and PC. You can pre-order today.
How much is it?
Dan, I think you would know the answer to that far better than I do. I think it's $29.99, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
How many euros?
I mean, what is that in euro? 28.50? I don't know. I don't know. Do you know?
Ish, what is it in? Like in euros?
I don't know.
It's close. Like now the euro and the
Like
USD
all
are
those
close.
places, they show me a conversion chart, and I just
Okay.
do whatever they tell me. Yeah.
It's right when you do punch it in. It's like, yeah, push this button for euro.
What is it in pounds sterling?
I don't know. BSPs don't know.
What is it in Big Macs?
I don't want to answer that. Because we all know the chef. I don't want to say anything bad about McDonald's.
You can't trick West. You know.
That's inaccurate.
Yeah, I could probably be tricked. But it's hard to fool me on the old PR gaff. Like I usually don't drop it on that.
Best one I ever saw was somebody asking about a game that was made by somebody else. So I was at an E3, and a reporter saw a person wearing a jacket for a very specific company and came up and they were like, hey, so do you guys have a launch date for this game? It's a game the person didn't work on. But the person responded by telling them, no, I'm working on a different game.
Right.
Hadn't been announced yet.
Oh.
Like a day before the press conference. And it's like,
Oh.
It's like, just never talk to anybody, man.
Wow. That's like the Tom, what's his face that plays Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
He's always ruining, right? They stick a microphone in his face, and he's like, well, so this happened. And then whoa, wait, what?
It was like the day I found out I was Spider-Man. Yeah.
From Cleves, he says, could you see you guys getting involved in decision-based story horror games with an Until Dawn-like formula? I personally love streaming those types of games. Yeah, I'm not opposed to single-player types of horror experiences. It's not something that we've tackled it outside of this. Layers of Fear 2 is Bloober's game. I mean, when it comes to how is Gun a part of that, is when they needed us, we were there to help them through it. I mean, Ronnie's helped a little bit with Bart on sort of polishing some of the edges around the narrative, but this is Bloober's game. So they're the experts at it, so we just, where they need us, we jump in and help. Where we are pretty decent is pretty good at understanding some elements of asymmetrical horror and multiplayer, and how to take an IP that's beloved and coveted and nostalgic and make sure that it's done correctly with a white gloved approach, because we're fans before we're designers, and I want to know that if I'm going to sit and play the game, that what I'm looking at better be what it looks like in the film, right? That's kind of step one. Authenticity is number one, because if you don't have that, then the very first step into the game, you're already kind of well, this is crap. You know what I mean? So that's some of the things we're good at. Now, does that mean I'm never going to take on story-driven types of things? No, I would like to look into it, but I think Supermassive does a great job with Man of Medan that's coming out.
Yes.
I'm excited about playing that, and I think there's teams out there that make games somewhat similar to Bloober's sort of formula here, but I still say Bloober's sort of the OG at that. And so even if whatever Bloober does next after this, if we're not affiliated with it, I'm still going to play it and be excited about it for them and support them. So I think it makes sense to go after the things that you're really good at doing. And I feel like when it comes to asymmetrical multiplayer horror that has that nostalgic IP part that comes along with it, we're really good at that, and it makes sense to kind of stick to the things. But I'm all for getting a little bit outside of comfort zone and trying some new things.
So we're doing a text-based game next.
Exactly, for mobile.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. But I did play. I'm sorry, I didn't play. Let me rephrase. I want to play, haven't yet, but watched many streams on Observation, which is made by No Code, the team that made, what was the sort of Stranger Things-y thing? It was called Tales.
Was that Stories Untold?
There you go, thank you. Stories Untold.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was a good game. This was their next game, which it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's very clever because you play as the AI in the game, and you're kind of helping the protagonist, and it's a smart game. As soon as I started watching someone play, I go, oh my god, they totally flipped the script on this. This is really innovative and interesting. It's a cool way to tell a story that I haven't seen anyone else attempt it that way. So
it's weird. The only thing I've seen about that is the people talking about all the flashing lights, the distortion effects, and all of those great things.
cool, good VFX.
Well, you know me.
You don't do well with
I'm
that.
the worst when it comes to
First
motion
person
sickness stuff.
Yeah. Which is why you're not playing today.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is why I've been looking over here quite a bit. But they were talking about observation. And they were like, it's until they add some kind of ability to tone that down or shut it off. They're like, I can't play it.
Yeah, because you get just too motion sick. Yeah.
I watched like a trailer for it, and I looked at screenshots. I'm like, this seems really interesting. But I don't want to throw the money down
Yeah.
and be like, let's play. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like,
Ish, you stuck?
let's stop.
Yeah, I think Dan stepped on my cord and unplugged it.
Sweet.
Good job, Dan.
I'm looking for the control box. Hey, Rob, can you throw full screen game? Thank you. I'm going to have to crawl into here and see what's going on. Be right back.
Oh, yeah, you're unplugged.
Yeah, that's because of your foot.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't.
Oh, look at that.
Look, I fixed it, everybody. Hashtag Dan fixed it.
No, you didn't fix it. I fixed it.
Dude, even my wife's talking shit in chat. She's like, God, Daniel, what are you doing?
He's fucking bulling a china shop over here.
They're like, you rascal. J-Pops is great.
Well, we have this USB thing under the chair that has like 1,000 things plugged into it. So, because the computer that we're playing this on is in a completely different room, right? And so there's wires going everywhere. And this wire is supposed to be sort of tucked up under the couch, but we had guys come work on the HVAC in this room because it has a dedicated air conditioner heater in this room. And the AC is running all the time because there's so much equipment in here. There's talent lighting. It gets hot. Well, the AC went bad or went out, whatever. So they had to come back. Well, they moved everything out of here so they can get to the AC. So when they put everything back, they didn't run the wires appropriately. So to defend Dan, I'm just saying, if there's a wire running right underneath his feet, and if he scoots his feet in either direction, it's going to tug that box, which is going to unplug the USB. So it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's the HVAC guys. Fucking HVAC. No, but if without them, we would be in here melting right now. So,
Yeah.
anyway. You guys had the boss under the desk, LOL.
No, he was under the
I was
chair.
under the chair. Yeah, I crawled under the chair. And it's a good thing that we went to full game view because you would have had the butt shot of the century.
We should have full
Well, it'd have been
camera
funnier.
one.
Yeah, it would have been funnier if he would have been like, "Okay, Wes, you're clear," and then he would have thrown it right back. And I'm like bent over into the thing.
Gunderwear.
Exactly. That's the ad. That's perfect. Man. Yeah. Well, would have been missed. Yeah, seriously, missed opportunity.
I always forget people can't hear Rob. He just comes over the headset. He's like, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, Rob is the voice in our heads, or literally in our ears, from production, where he's saying so to us all the time. That's funny. Reminds me of bad decisions with Dan. Yeah.
We're going to finish that game sometime.
Well,
It's gonna be like 2023 or something.
Well, you are the butt guy, Wes. It's true, but I don't think anybody wants to see my butt. That's what I'm saying.
Wes is the butt sculptor.
Yeah. I don't sculpt it myself. I direct the sculpting of, because I don't know how to sculpt. I just know when I'm watching them do it, I'm like, no, this, not that, and the other thing.
So let's imagine like Michelangelo
Yeah.
is doing You're that guy behind him like,
I'm sitting here.
butt cheek's not wide enough.
Yeah,
Put more
yeah.
meat on that
I'm
ass.
like this, watching. I'm like nodding every now and then. I go, wait, no, Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. It's fun, not just because it's butts, but because it's happening, right there in front of you real time. Because I work with them either live there in the studio or we Slack each other, whatever happened, right? So I can watch them do the thing, and I'm giving the direction in real time to make sure it's right. It's the thing you look at the most in a third-person game, male or female. So it's got to look right.
So I didn't realize how difficult it was to go from like what's in my head to like that being finished.
Do you mean on a 3D model?
On like a 3D model on like a trailer or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've had the opportunity to do that working here.
Yeah.
And
You have more respect for those people now?
holy crap. It's
Yeah.
like let's send 30 emails and
Yeah.
418 bullet points on like things that most people would watch it and they just be like, oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they won't even know
Don't even know it. Yeah.
Like you're sitting there watching it, you're like, this is where I sound like an asshole. You're like, this isn't what I wanted. So we have to change it this way.
Yeah.
So now I think back on when, like, we've posted things from Friday the 13th from like different, like the level design, the character design.
Yeah.
And now I think back on those and I'm like, gee, I wonder how hard it was doing that for like 13 characters and all these different maps and all of these different Jasons and the weapons.
It was a lot
and
of
the
work.
music. And I'm like,
It was a tremendous amount of back and forth.
that's a good thing we got Wes.
I mean, we worked 7 days a week for pretty much 2 years straight. There was no such thing as I'm going to go this weekend on a vacation and visit my family. Like, nope. You were constantly in email or on the phone, like making sure that. And it was, we spent Ronnie and I both, especially Ronnie, spent a tremendous amount of time on the Jason characters and stuff to make sure that it was perfect. And there's still some subtleties about the mask that neither one of us were like, that's perfect. You know, like
Even the look, I keep turning to Ish like he's watching, he's just playing the game. But the look on your face, you're like, they're perfect.
yeah, I mean, they're.
Like just thinking about it, you're just like, there are things.
It's because it's your baby, it's your thing, and it's like you spend so much time with it that it's I mean, it's like anybody who makes something, they're never like, they're never happy with it, you know.
Yep.
But whatever. You gotta let it go sometimes. Anyway, back to chat. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm trying
Sorry.
to figure out where the hell I'm going at this point.
Where's my Chad butt improvements butt, man? What's wrong with Chad's butt?
It's not about Chad's butt, it's about Chad's package. And it's fine. You can ask Izzy in chat, she will tell you.
I have no comment on that one, but I didn't think there was anything wrong with Chad's butt. Chad's butt looks fine to me. Because you have to remember the difference between a male and a female physique and where fat is stored on the body. Males don't carry much fat on their ass. And in most instances, male butts are the shape of a square or elongated rectangle, and there's divots on the sides because that's what the gluteus maximus and gluteus minimus does, is you get this concave shape, which makes a box. And females will actually have a more rounder version due to how hips are for making babies.
I know, it's butt science.
And the fact that that's where more fat can be stored there, and the fat is stored there for, said, making babies or having the baby. So women have a natural more roundness, so the butt has a more round physique to it, where, again, males are boxy and almost concaved.
We need to make a shirt now that says it's butt science.
I mean, it is. It's not just, you don't just sit and look at it and go, yeah, it's a good-looking butt. Move to the next one. Like,
Princess.
you need to understand anatomy and
Like that. Especially
Wes breaking down the
when
history of human butt. Yeah, well,
So,
it matters.
what do you think?
Izzy, I have notes. Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Well,
Why do bubble
makes
butts
one.
exist then? Meta butts? What? I mean, yeah, some butts are bigger. Yeah, like that's the thing.
Obviously, we need a third stream every week.
Oh, Jesus. Butt science with Wes.
Beyond the butts.
Beyond the butts. Yeah. Okay. Well.
We can only be 10 minutes long.
Tales from the cheek.
Oh.
Yeah.
But this one's good too. Now the shirt should say, "But it's science." That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
See, Dan, everyone likes these bad puns as long as they're not yours.
With your knowledge of butts, how can you not do underwear? Says Moxie. Well, okay, maybe. So they have like a gunderwear on the front, and in the back it says "Approved by Wes," like across the butt.
No, on the back it has to say butt. It's science.
Yeah. Okay. Wes, I heard that there might be something in the works by Gunn. I heard something else, a.k.a. Michael, and a picture of
It looks like a saw blade. I can't tell.
maybe that's a bloody. Maybe if I mouse over, tell me what it is. Oh, it's a machete. Got it. Bloody machete. You heard something else, a.k.a. Michael. What did you hear? I haven't heard that, but I would love to hear what others have heard.
Hashtag Wes winked.
Wes, check Slack for gun to wear mock-up. I will after the stream, Izzy.
Oh, no.
I'm scared, but I will look.
We don't have to wait.
Or stash on the butt of the Gunderwear. Yeah, that's really weird. To me, that's really weird.
So I guess Izzy just shared it directly to you, which is
Oh, okay.
such a waste.
She didn't put it on like random or anything. Yeah.
No.
Cheeks up. Is that like laces out from? Yeah, no one wants stash on the butt of their Gunderwear. 100%, they don't want that.
I think you'd be surprised. I think it would sell well.
The mustache? No. Negative.
Just a little squiggly mustache.
What game is this? We are playing Layers of Fear 1 DLC. The DLC is entitled Inheritance. We're playing this just to get hyped for Layers of Fear 2, which is coming out on Tuesday on all 3 platforms. You can pre-order today.
You see that disappeared? It was very scary.
And you're watching Tales from the Stream, which is our weekly show where we talk about horror stuff, we play horror games, we hang out with you guys. We usually end up talking about things that are silly, or talk about food or whatever. But this is our more laid back and chill stream, for sure.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Must ask you a question, but it's science.
No.
That one, you went too far, Pumpkin. Too far.
Ban them. We're done. Oh, Jesus.
Have you seen it now?
Wow.
We're not doing that. Izzy, no.
Yes.
Never, ever.
That is so bad.
That is terrible.
So
No one would ever wear those.
it's just Wes's like Twitter profile pic
Mm-hmm.
covering underwear
Yeah, it's terrible.
with an elastic gun logo, or the gun logo around the elastic.
Is it as bad as hashtag butt tacos?
I'm not looking at that. That just sounds like a hashtag I don't need to look up.
I just noticed that Ish doesn't know what a Twitter is. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
When it started, I was like, hey, Ish, what's your Twitter? And he's like, no.
No, my Twitter is no.
It kind of felt like I was being attacked.
You did? You felt attacked from that?
Yeah, because he just completely, he's just like, Twitter is not worthy of anybody's time. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, that's where I work, sir.
No.
You're
I
just-
said having my Twitter handle was not worthy.
You said there was gonna be a party.
But Ish, you're a funny
I
dude.
just started a bit early.
You are.
I don't know about that.
You're also very knowledgeable about horror movies, especially B and C horror movies.
The good ones.
Is it because when people don't have the money, they have to make a better movie? Or they try to, and then it's just
No, I think they know that it. Well, the ones I appreciate are the ones that they know we don't have a budget, we don't have a good script. Let's just go for it, and they're self-aware. You know, a lot of trauma stuff's like that, right?
Trauma stuff is pretty great.
You know what I don't understand? How did they go from the Toxic Avenger movies to the cartoon?
I didn't see the cartoon, so sorry, I can't.
Like Saturday morning cartoon for kids.
All of you.
From those movies where, like,
Yeah,
Not now, princess.
probably wouldn't let kids watch them.
it'd be inappropriate for kids. Yeah, how do they turn him into a kid thing? You know.
I saw those movies when I was a kid, so I
Of
don't know
course
how
you
they're
did, but
inappropriate for children. Really.
You're weird.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I think I saw it. I was probably 12 or something when the first time I saw
you go.
Toxic.
It's perfect for children. It teaches them about the environment.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was our Captain
It's
Planet.
educational.
That was our Captain Planet.
Yeah. I learned a lot.
Serial Killer says there was a comic book version, which I did not know. And that makes sense.
Did anyone watch the Chuck Norris cartoons? I didn't know that was a thing either. Sorry, no. Not anyone here anyway. Someone else in chat may have seen it. They're remaking Toxic Avenger the movie. I didn't know that either.
Awesome. It sounds better than some remakes. Not that I was talking about this remake, but did you see the trailer for the new Child's Play?
Yeah, I saw it.
What'd you think?
What I've said previously, I think I like the first Child's Play movie. the original, and I liked it because it's shining the mirror to pop culture of what was going on at that time. It was relevant at that time, and that's what made it good, was because it was already in the psyche of the public at that time, with the My Buddy dolls and Cabbage Patch dolls being, the craze of getting those.
Makes it all better, doesn't it? It'll just magically
So it was what it
because
was at its time, and I think that's
you
like
didn't mean
it should have
to. Come on,
stayed there.
Get out of here. Go
And
to your room and break shit in
anything
there.
after that was just,
take all your toys and
hey, we made
smash
this
them one
thing,
by one.
and
keep
it
at
made
it.
money, so let's keep making
Maybe
money
you'll
off of it.
finally get
And
good
it's
at
fine.
something.
I'm just saying, don't expect it to be as relevant as the first one was. So then to remake again 30 plus years later,
But now he's like an Alexa.
true.
But what toy is going to be like an Alexa?
yeah,
don't know,
like
it's-
you don't hand a kid the ability to control your home. Like,
I was saying the same thing.
but I'm not trying to crap on the film. It may be a good horror movie. Like
Sure.
when you sit and watch it, you may be like, that was pretty good. Just from watching the trailers and understanding what I have learned from watching the trailers and reading something about it, it still doesn't check that box for me the same way that the first one did. Which again, the best horror is always shining a mirror right back at the society at that moment. It's a snapshot of that moment, right? That makes you go, oh, there's more to this than just someone saying boo. Like there's a deeper.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to look at like the whole Alexa connected everything,
Yep.
remake something quality like Shocker.
That's
Interesting. Yeah.
well, that's
Or
why I was
Lawnmower
kinda-
Man, but Shocker,
Yeah.
That one.
That's an underappreciated movie, Lawnmower Man. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked Lawnmower Man. Anyway. Sup, dudes? What's going on? How are you?
So I'm gonna jump right back into Child's Play.
Okay, go ahead.
Because of the age of the kid now, and with the Chucky being like a hub for the Internet of Things,
Yeah.
I'm really hoping.
Okay.
Well, it can. It's tying into like drones and televisions and like some cars or something. I'm really hoping that they're trying to do the same thing that they did with the first one, where it ties into that time period. Because right now, people are, we're living in a society that's more and more connected almost every day, and people are, just like me. Twice now, I've looked at my phone. We're constantly looking at our phones. We're constantly looking at different ways of communication, and I'm hoping that the new Child's Play tries to pull that part in
I guess we'll see.
with a new Chuck.
Sure. Are you going to go see it in theaters?
Probably not.
Yeah. You going to wait for it to like be a rental or something?
Wait for that digital release.
All right. Batteries not included as a horror. Remember Batteries Not Included?
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
Wasn't there another similar to Batteries Not Included?
Batteries Not Included was the one for like the three little spaceships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like the
In the, like,
spoilers.
super decrepit apartment building.
Yeah, but they were like the children of bigger spaceships or something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. That movie's
Was
old.
Gutenberg in that?
I don't think so, but I don't know. Maybe.
Steve Gutenberg, wasn't he in that?
I have no idea. Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah, Police Academy.
I know. I'm saying,
Yeah.
where's he now?
He did a couple of episodes of Ballers on HBO.
Didn't he get like creepily pumped in like the late?
Yeah, he got jacked up. Yeah. He still looks pretty like. And I don't know how old he is now. I would
He
assume
started
like
doing like serious movies so he could like
60s?
be shirtless and shit.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you on that one.
People thought our video stopped.
Oh yeah.
Because we all just
Like, oh, streams.
Shit.
No, it's not.
Movement at all times.
There's a YouTuber who cuts trailers for horror versions of popular happy 80s movies. Yeah, I've seen some of those. Pretty good.
Oh no.
And I've also seen the vice versa, where they take a horror movie and they, try to turn it happy. There's one thing they did for The Shining that was like pretty well done.
I like it when they take the sad songs and change it from minor to major chords and make them happy songs.
Yeah. Yeah, like The Walking Dead is actually like a beautiful song. If you listen to it in a major chord, it's gorgeous. Update on our Wes emotes. There's Wes emotes? I hope not. No one wants that.
The only one I know of that we have is the one on Discord where it's like the West Wink.
What's this Wes Wink thing? I don't.
It's
Still,
because that one time somebody asked you about one horror franchise and they say that you winked.
they asked me about Halloween,
Yeah.
and they said I winked. I still don't know when that happened.
I don't even want to say the name of that franchise
Why?
because every time that we say anything about it, people are like,
Oh, he said it.
there it is. Did you see Wes's eyes? They closed a little bit at the time they said the,
Yeah,
the word.
right.
So,
Right.
see? They said you confirmed it with your wink, which
I don't-
is, holy crap.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
The worst thing ever.
Didn't happen. And serial killers over in Mixer. Oh, yep. Halloween's confirmed. Like, there it is. Here we go. Halloween game OG. I mean, I would play the shit out of a Halloween game. 100%. Someone should make one.
When
100%.
when that one group, I can't even say that studio, that one group of people who were putting the Halloween game together.
Oh, that was kind of like almost like a mod or something. Like it didn't seem, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of questions from people who are like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? And
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Looks illegal.
I wonder if it'll come out because that's not.
That was my first impression was doesn't look legit.
So I don't know a whole lot about like copyright law. I'm not a lawyer, but I know that the way to go about getting the rights to an IP is not to just make the thing
Correct.
and then ask.
That's right. I mean, ours was a weird situation with Friday because we were just making summer camp, and they came to us and was like, "We love what you're doing with this. What do you think about making it Friday?" And we were like, "Okay, like, yeah, yeah,
All right.
let's do it."
See, do you think that conversation would have been different if like the Kickstarter was just, we're making Friday the 13th?
Well, yeah. I mean, the Kickstarter would have been shut down immediately, and I would have got a cease and desist, and probably, if I'd made any money from it, then there would have been a lawsuit or at least you owe us this money outside of court. Yeah, it would have about been pretty. That's for sure.
So Toulouse Grande, oh my God, an It game.
Oh, okay.
I would play an It game.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, I wish somebody would make one. I wonder how the killer would work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because Pennywise can take all these different shapes. He can do a lot of really crazy shit.
Yeah, and cut out the whole like. This is over in Mixer, by the way, Toulouse. Like the whole Victor sucks thing. Like cut that out because that's not what went down. You can't point a finger at any of the parties that are within that legal dispute and say it's this person's fault. All that whole legal situation are legitimate claims that need to be rectified, and I hope that they do figure that out someday. But you can't point at one of the parties and say, this person sucks for doing the thing. Like it doesn't. That's not how it works. When Wes ignores the questions about Halloween the game, it makes it more obvious. How am I ignoring questions?
We haven't just been talking about
Right.
this for 5 minutes.
Right. Mine, yeah, well, yeah.
We just got real quiet again.
I was reading someone had an ongoing thought, so I was reading through the ongoing thought.
Come on, host.
An It game would be like werewolves of Cutter's Hollow and trying to survive.
I don't know what that is. What is Werewolves of Cutter's Hollow?
I don't know. I mean, I know that when I first read it as that. Isn't that the card game you play that's werewolves? You know what I'm talking about?
So I know werewolves, and then like there's werewolves within, but I don't know
Of Cutter's Hollow?
of werewolves of Cutter's Hollow. If that's like the same style game, then it would be weird because would that mean that every night you kill a kid
Yeah. Right.
until you get the clown, which is just I don't know how well that would go over with people.
I am sick. I'm
Or
sick of you not
Toulouse has a
being there
shining
for us.
maze game.
We need you.
Well, you're just in the maze, I guess.
He
I don't
said
know.
from The Shining.
Yeah, I know, but it's the maze.
No. He said, "Can we get a Shining maze game from The Shining?"
Yeah,
Do you know
right.
what that does to me?
I got it. Yeah,
To know
It'd be
that
fun.
my own husband
it feels a little flat. Like you played it once, you went through the maze, and you're like, I did it. You know what I mean?
Because it's a flat maze.
No, I meant gameplay wise. Like
No, you can have it be procedurally generated.
it's still the same. I don't know. Maybe.
You call that work?
See, that's my job. I just keep
Lock
telling people that
yourself in
their
there for
ideas are good
hours, days.
until you get to the
Come
point where
out
they're
looking like
undeniably
shit,
bad. And it's like,
stinking
no,
of
why would
booze and
you think
stale
that's a great idea?
piss.
I probably should learn to be that way. I'm probably too
Like,
cold and
Oh,
I'd say like
You've worked with Ben
That's
so
all right,
long.
Critical.
He brought you a ton of
something got
ideas.
into
and-
Mommy's eye, that's all.
well, most of Ben's,
You think
99% of
I'm gonna
Ben's
go home to
ideas
sleep?
are troll ideas. He's just trolling to
Daddy's
get a
working,
reaction
so-
out of me.
Yeah, so that's like
We can't
trained
disturb
you.
him.
It has.
Pavlov's whistle.
Because
has
Ben's
to go
like, so I was
downstairs and
thinking, I
take it
automatically just go, no, that's a terrible idea.
I'd say about 20% of the time I walk into Wes and I'm like, here's this thing that I think we should do. And he's just
More
like,
than a wife, she was first and
No.
foremost his
Yeah.
muse.
it's
Her
like,
beauty and talent drove
there's
him.
there's part of me that's
After the
like,
accident,
I want to
she
keep
became a
talking
burden,
about this.
a
But
disgusting
the
monster
fact that Wes's answer was
slithering out
just,
from her bed.
no.
An anchor.
was
waiting
just like-
down.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that's a finished conversation there.
Move on to the next bullet point.
It's like, let's try to rewrite this to make it a better idea.
How did you guys start listening to Mitch Murder? So when we were working on the concept design for Friday, I was also finishing my basement, and which involved a lot of sanding and doing this and that, and painting and all this stuff, right? And so I was down in the basement a lot, and I had headphones in, and I was on, I think, SoundCloud, and I was just like looking for just something that wasn't what I was always listening to. And I think I'd read an article about the Kung Fury movie. It had just came out, and Mitch, I think, had done music for Kung Fury. And I remember reading that article and thinking, oh, yeah, that was that guy. And so I kept forgetting the name. I'm like, what is it, something about murder? This and that. And finally, I found the SoundCloud. I'm like, here we go. So I put it in, headphones in, and I start, redoing my basement. And I absolutely fell in love with the albums he had on SoundCloud. I'm like, God, this guy is so good. Like, it's such a different sound, but yet it's nostalgic. And you hear it, you're like, it's, there's just like warm feelings when you hear it. It just kind of has that vibe to it. And so I reached out to him and was just like, hey, man, what's up? And he's like, yeah. I'm still, helping out the guys with Kung Fury, but, would love to work together in the future. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. And I don't know, 6 months or something goes by, and he comes back and is like, yeah, I'm not as busy as I was before. What you got cooking? I'm like, yeah, I'm working on this thing called Summer Camp. And he's like, yeah, it sounds cool. Let's do it. And I'm like, great. And then the license happened, and I, which was interesting to call him back. Like, so you remember that game? Yeah, it's actually Friday the 13th now. And he's like, what the fuck, which it did, got a lot of additional publicity for him, which is awesome. Like, I love being able to prop up, guys that that might not have, like, they haven't, rose to that status where people know them really, really well. So it was cool to see the millions of people that play our game now probably know who Mitch Murder is. Like, that's pretty
I can
cool.
hear you out there.
So yeah, that's how it came to be with Mitch.
Please help me.
You had me listen. God, who was that other person?
Sunglasses
Kid.
Kid.
So
Yeah.
much.
Same.
You had me listening to them for
I
like
can't take
3
it
months.
anymore.
Yeah, Sunglasses Kid is awesome. Very, very cool person. Real down to earth too, and chill. I mean, both of them are very chill. Like, they have to be. You listen to music, and you're like, this person can't be an uptight, like, douche or whatever. Like, they're just, the music's just cool, and you're like, I bet they're cool, and they are. Both of them are cool people.
How did you find Crazy Legs?
How do we find Crazy Licks? I think we were researching stuff we wanted in the music in the game, and Ronnie went off and did his own research, and I did my own. And we came back the next day, and I think we both had like 8 songs or something from different bands, and we were playing them for each other, and we both had found Crazy Licks, and we were like, what the hell? Like, we got to reach out to these guys. So we did, and they were totally into it, and they were like, yeah, you can. Here's some of our old tracks, but we want to write new tracks, and we want to, and they just totally embraced what we were doing. And so, yeah, that's how Crazy Legs came to be. For sure.
I'm going to ask a question that's going to make people start doing silly things in chat.
Okay.
Were we supposed to run another raffle?
Yeah. We're here at the end. So we're coming up on the end. So if you guys want to partake, I think it's another shirt, right? Like, I think we're giving away another shirt. Layers of your shirt. So
It's over there now.
yeah, if you want to take part, I can't reach it. The freaking cord just went short on me. It was like, if you want to take part in the raffle, Gun Media Support will hook it up and get ready to turn it on. Here is the shirt that we will be giving
All right,
away
young
again.
lady. Shall we continue?
After the stream is over.
Just keep looking at me and listen.
Hey, I don't have a head.
He full screened the game when you were showing the shirt.
After the stream is over with, we will get your contact information if you won, and be able to send the shirt to you. And hey, did you know this game comes out Tuesday on 3 platforms? You can pre-order it today for $29.99. Can you believe that?
What a
Look
bargain.
at me.
That is a bargain.
May 28th.
That is a bargain.
May 28th.
That's what I said. Yeah.
May 28th. They say you have to
28th May.
repeat it 3 times.
Oh,
Then
okay.
it'll be in
They
there.
got okay. Raffle has started. Good luck to the winners.
She saw
Good
something
luck.
moving in the corner of her
I hope I win.
eye, and yet
You're not allowed.
she did
And
not
Mel
know
dropped the Layers of Fear 2 pre-order link
Bam! Look at that.
would be the end of
Nailed it.
in both chats.
Princess with a fearsome growl
She gets to keep working here.
unleashed her
Yep.
familiar.
She just bought another week's worth of employment.
You want this story to have
She
a
bought the
happy
end of the
ending,
week,
don't
all
you?
right? No, I'm just kidding. Mel's great.
Damn it, not again. Fine.
That sounded like I was going to say, but
Stop fidgeting.
Thank
She
you,
was
Mel.
set upon by the evil witch's minion and dragged off into
The winner
dark.
was Toulouse Grande over on Mixer.
yeah, a whole week.
Let's see who won over on
My
Twitch.
fault. It was always my fault. All I had to do was stay still.
Ish, you can go ahead and wrap this up.
Day for
On gameplay.
hours on end.
Basically.
Wow, just like
Pause it.
Fine.
Done.
Kill it, dunzos. I think the Toulouse. I'm screaming. Congratulations for winning. That's awesome. Over on
You
Mixer.
should record himself screaming.
Thursday the 12th was drawn for the giveaway. Awesome. Thursday's been a loyal fan of the streams for a while, so congratulations on winning the shirt. And thanks everyone for jumping in on the raffle. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy week next week.
I mean, it's going to be super busy until then, too.
Yeah. On Tuesday, which is launch day, I think if we can figure it out, we're going to be streaming the game that day. And what I mean by figure it out, not from a technical standpoint,
Yeah.
from a none of us has slept. Oh my God, like everything's on fire type
Plus,
of
we have
thing.
to buy our copy.
This is true. We will have to buy because I think every single code that was given to us by our partners has been sent out or will be sent out to the wild. So, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited to for the launch, of course, obviously, but it's fun to finally play that and hang out with people here and let them see like what happened with Layers, the first one, because we've kind of gone through most of that, and then to jump into Layers 2 and let people see. But the problem, what I don't want us to do is, there's going to be streamers that are going to play the whole thing, right? And that's fine. And people will know, like, I don't want this to be ruined, so I'm not going to watch the whole stream. Maybe only watch a little bit of it. And if we stream it, I don't want us to do that either. I don't want us to just, let's go head down and try to, like, mash through this whole thing. Like, no. We should probably play like, Chapter 1 and 2 or something and stop. And
We should just jam as many people into the room as possible.
with Jets Pizza.
Get some Jets Pizza. Talk about, like... I
Well,
think you
Ben
got
said he
400.
wanted-
Do the like FBI blackout on Izzy and make her do the playing.
Okay, yeah. No, Ben said he wanted to do barbecue
Of course he did.
for Tuesday.
I mean,
Basically, what he said was, "I would like meat."
I would, yeah.
I mean,
well,
he says barbecue, but what he means is he wants meat.
Just meat.
when does Ben not want barbecue, though?
Yeah, but when do we not want Jets Pizza? Every day. Every day of my life.
There's more of us. Want to Ben.
Every day. But thanks to everyone for hanging out. There was some folks that came in a little late. Thank you for swinging by and hanging out with us. Layers of Fear 2 and Jets Pizza. I know it's a deadly combination to put those two things together. You know, I mean, seriously, Jets, to like carve out some kind of market, they should be like the official game of game development, or official pizza of game development, right? And like hook up
We would get that all the time.
and hook up game studios, right?
Yeah.
With like they all always get 25% off or whatever it is, right? Or free delivery, whatever the thing is, right? They hook those studios up.
yeah,
Come on, like no one's done that.
we got it at our last studio, like for
But, I mean-
food. It was always there, and then at the haunted house, one of the haunted houses my wife worked at, they got it for
Yeah.
the people there too. I
See?
think it is just feed your group.
Yeah,
pizza.
right. But it's so good and it's different, like comparatively to anything else. But as you see the Papa John's excuse me, and the Dominoes, and they're all battling for like, you know, official NBA or official whatever, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like Jets, like we're gonna
nerd pizza.
We're gonna zag when everyone's zigging. So like, you know, when games get made, they eat Jets pizza.
There you go.
Anyway, so yeah, unofficially we just giving a lot of love to Jets Pizza there, but yeah, they don't hook us up with anything, trust me. But no, thanks to everybody for coming and hanging out. This was Tales from the Stream, our weekly episode where we hang out with you guys, shoot the shit about horror stuff, play horror games. Today we played Inheritance DLC from Layers of Fear 1 to get hyped about Layers of Fear 2, which comes out Tuesday on PC, Xbox One, PS4, $29.99 pre-order today. How many times have we done that now? Like 20?
5 more. That's what we need.
Is that what Matt told us we need to do it 5 more times?
We should have obviously prepared as like an underlying subliminal message throughout the entire stream. It just wasn't playing.
See, Izzy and Rob should have made like,
We
you know,
should have had,
flashy.
like, flickering
exactly.
overlays
It just
and
comes
stuff,
up
yeah.
like anytime someone says it, you know, pops up. Almost like an Adult Swim sort of like slash Hypnotoad. Like,
Why do we have all these good ideas here?
And actually,
Instead of
if you
in advance.
watch the stream in reverse, we just keep saying pre-order Layers of Fear 2.
Tricky. No, we didn't do that. Okay. All right, guys. As always, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Wes Keltner, Dan, you got Ish on the end, a.k.a. Dan's dad. We appreciate you hanging out with us today. And yeah, get hyped. Jump on social. As many shout outs as you want to throw to Layers of Fear 2, Twitter, it helps small teams just getting the word out about the game, right? Like, the more you do about that, the more it helps all of us. So, yeah, just get on and be like, I'm hyped for this game and tag it. It helps us more than you know. And thanks for hanging out with us here. So we look forward to continuing to talk to you guys over and throughout the weekend as we're leading up to Tuesday, which is an important day for us. So yeah, you know, if you want to, you know, send us well wishes and candy and no-dos and all the things that we probably need to survive, you know, by all means.
Jets gift cards.
Yes,
Perfect.
that's the one. JetsPizza.com.
All right. So, so for everyone here at Gun, thanks again for hanging out, and we will catch you guys on Tuesday, the most important day ever.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody. See you.